on the very hills of Modire with good views, good breeze, and strong internet connection. So today I decided to host this space above sea level so that I'll be sitting on the mountains and learning. So Mr. Barnabas, welcome back. Do well to accept the invite. Do well to accept the invite. So before he joins, Bitvite, Bit Utility, sorry, I say Bitvite, you don't enter my mouth. Bit Utility, GM, how are you doing?
Hey guys, Jim, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. How are you doing, man?
Yeah, I'm absolutely doing great, guys. I just saw the spaces. I think I've actually seen it for quite a while, and yeah, I just saw the spaces, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna join the space. Let's just, let's actually chip into the topic, or yeah, I think that's the main idea behind me actually joining the space and then. Yep, of course, I was actually listening to the previous listener. I think that you call him Mr. Barnabas. Yep, I was actually listening to him, and he's speaking wonderful podcast as well. So yeah, thank you very much for throwing in the micro to nature. I would of course want to chip something, a few things in over time along the line.
Yeah, sure. We'll definitely give you the opportunity to do that. But thank you for joining us. Let's tag more people. Do well to share the space links. Let's get more people to join because, like I said, there is a whole lot to learn. A whole lot to learn. I'm not gonna kid you, bro. So yeah, we see many people requesting for the mic. Oguche, I'm still sending you an invite. We see Zapigi. Man, you guys got funny names, man. You guys got funny names. So today on today's space, we'll be looking at what if rate cut never happens. But before then, like I said, we want to like break it down first. What is the rate cut all about? What is special about rate cut? What is the rate cut itself, right? So this is how we are going to take out today's cut space, right? So this is how the discussion is going to be like. We are going to be looking at every possible what if. If it doesn't happen, what will happen? If it does happen, what will happen? You get, so this is curiosity, and curiosity brings about learning, and learning brings about making educative decisions. But before we have Barnabas up here, let's go on a short musical break. Hopefully, before then, we'll have him with us and we continue today's space. Today's space is going to be short and fully packed. This way I did give you no be play. Before you go realize wetin dey happen. My thoughts come. No, no, no. You don't go good if you log it down. My thoughts come. Hey, you don't go know when you go log it. My thoughts come. Oh, you don't go good if you log it down. My thoughts come. I say my brother, use your number. I make you don't lose your. So today we are hosting this space from. This is my view while hosting today's space for Piin.
Correct sound.
My mama tell me say anything will be competition, make I watch out. Make I know they put in my eye in my hand, you know this, make I calm down. Make I know they do, and I know get it compass. Hey, make I no go because I want to show say me I be the top class. No use your last card, take to me. This update way I dey give you no be play. Before you go realize waiting this up, you don't log in. My thoughts come. Okay, welcome back, everybody. I guess our speaker is not with us today, so let me just handle it before he settles and then join us back. So now he was saying something about rate cut. Please drop 100 if you can hear me clearly. Thank you. Drop 100. Thank you. Bit utility. Thank you. So rate cuts is an event that do happen in the financial market. You get, it does happen in the financial market. Most of the times, we as crypto folks, or should I say crypto enthusiasts, we normally do take note of this rate cut. It happens also maybe after 4 years or five, but it's not something that happens like yearly. You get, but then depending on the financial condition and also the government and other policy like that, rate cut is beneficiary to people. Now, first of all, most crypto investors sometimes do borrow money to invest, and they borrow money from corporate systems, they borrow money from the banks, you get. Now take a look at it this way. If rate cut should happen, you get to borrow money, and then the interest you are supposed to pay back will be less. Now, given the fact that the interest you are going to pay back is less, and then we are now, let's say, in an old season in the crypto space, whereby your investment blossom, so you can easily borrow $1 million, make $2 to $3 million, and yet the money you are going to pay as interest not not be up to, or maybe within $100,000 to $200,000. That's if it's going to uh, get to that point. You get the point. That's if it's going to get to that point. So it is very, very important. It is very, very important. But like I said, what if it never happens? This is my own major interest, and I'm curious about. Yeah, people will say, okay, it should happen, blah blah blah. What if it delays, and then the time it happens, it will not favor the crypto players? What if? Now, many people still believe that rate cut is the reason why we haven't seen the the altcoin season that we all have been craving for. Many people still believe that rate cut is the sole reason why we haven't seen that crazy pumps. We haven't seen meme coins like Shiba. We haven't seen Bong, when and the rest flying to all-time high. It is still crazy. Many people have different beliefs. Like I said, this space, I need my speaker. I need my speaker. I need my speaker, and my speaker is not here today. God I beg. But then, let's continue. Many people still believe that. Me personally, I'm of a different opinion. Yes, my beliefs are different, and what I stand to believe does not actually change the reality in the market. But like I said, in the crypto space, learning is important, and your decisions, or should I say, you as a person or as an investor, try as much as possible to be flexible when it comes to decision making. Around investment and cryptocurrency. Me personally, I'm of this opinion that somehow we may not get to see the crazy altcoin pumps we saw in 2021. I still believe that, right? But people say, okay, rate cut is what people are waiting for. Now let's look at it this way. There are so many events that should happen, you get, before or during the bull run, right? Before or during the bull run, which most of the events happened before the whole issue of rate cut coming up. This rate cut should have supposed to be was supposed to happen around April. Yes, rate cut was supposed to happen around March, April, but it did not happen, and we are in August today. Happy New Month, guys. That skipped my mind. And today we are in August, right? Now it's been delayed. It's been delayed, and we all know that the crypto pump follow a 4-year cycle. And that cycle, calculating from 2021 till now, that cycle happened in 2024. Although some people believe that if you calculate it, it's going to land in 2025. Good and fine, right? Now we are in 2025. Given the cycle, March, April should have been like one of the most bullish and crazy months in the crypto space, whereby we've seen lots of pump, lots of project launching, and so many other things like that. But it did not still happen like that. Now Bitcoin is pumping. Like Bitcoin hit new all-time high last month. That's crazy. It happened without the rate cut. One of the major reasons why Bitcoin is pumping is because of the ETFs. Bitcoin is pumping crazily because of the ETF, because it is scarce, right? And people are scared that they don't have enough Bitcoin. Now the question still boils down to, will they or can they be ETF for every major alt token in the market before the end of this year? It is not possible. You get the point. It is not possible. It's not something that Solana ETF is not fully approved up to now. XRP ETF is not still approved. ADA ETF is still on pending. Litecoin, Bitcoin Cash, and so many other assets that are still filing for ETFs. It is still under pending. You get the point. It is still under pending. And these events are very, very important. So, guys, let me just pause here. Bit Utility, GM, how you doing? What is your own thought? Let's come back to you now. Bit Utility, how you doing? Guys, am I logging? Okay, thank you. Bit
Yeah,
Utility, are you
sorry.
there?
Yep, I'm there. Sorry.
So tell us, what do you understand by rate cut and what is your own take on it?
Okay, so entirely, I haven't really been focusing 100%, but speaking of rate cuts in like the old Web3 and the old crypto markets, I think it's more like lowering interest rates to actually like stimulate like the whole growth of the system. That's what I understand by rate cuts, in Web3. Am I correct by that, please?
Sorry, I guess we didn't get that. You said what, man? Can you please recap?
Okay, so more like I haven't really been paying. Let me just come again. I haven't really been paying 100% attention. I'm currently like managing some other stuff. But speaking of rate cuts, from my own point of view, rate cuts are just like a system of just lowering interest rates to actually stimulate economic growth. That's my own idea of what rate cuts are. But I think in essence, you are trying to relate it to rate cuts never happens. Okay, so are you trying to say like it never happens in Web3? Is that the subject of what we're driving at?
Okay, let me throw more light on that. Now, I say, what if rate cut never happens? Now, people are anticipating it to happen greatly, or should I say, yeah, people are anticipating it to happen this year, right? Now, the what if boils down to what if it never happens this year? Because like I said, we are over here in the Web3 space, or should I say in the crypto space, many people still believe that the reason why we did not see that crazy pumps with altcoins and other projects flying and people making crazy thousands of dollars is because the rate cuts did not still happen. You get the point. So now the question is, what if it did not happen this year? And then we know that crypto has this cycle of a 4 year cycle whereby things are bullish, right? Now, if it doesn't happen this year, we are totally out of that window. So that is where the question now falls to now. What if it never happens this year? Not like in general. It will happen at some point. It can only be delayed, but it will happen because there is a need for it cutting.
Okay, so I actually do get now. Okay, so if rate cuts doesn't actually happen this year, that is 2025, I really do think crypto would actually still continue on its way. And although, yeah, lots of people actually do want it, but if you look at it one way or the other, the crypto economy is actually getting better, in the past couple of months and the past couple of years. So yeah, even if the rate cut doesn't happen, I still think people would definitely live with it. It's just how the whole system works. People will definitely live with it, even if it happens in the next 5 years, in the next 10 years, because it's more like a sort of Web2 system, and integrating it into Web3 might not be so easy to get it done. You understand? Having interest among lots of stuff like that. Imagine having interest in cryptocurrencies. It's just so crazy. You understand? So it might not happen very soon, of course, like you actually said. But even if it never happens, a few people in Web3 would actually still be able to survive with it. But over time, it definitely has to happen because as we start, expanding our reach and getting more like bigger and greater voices in the whole of Web3, lots of these people would actually love to implement lots of the stuffs that they actually see happen in their daily lives. So it would happen, of course, but if it never happens, people would be cool with it. It's just that there might be a little bit of, backlash, from onboarding more people, of course, which is actually like the aim of crypto to actually like spread amongst, everyone's pockets. Are you there?
No one. Yes, I'm there. I'm there. Thank you for that contribution. Thank you so much. So now, I guess you said something, and then that is just what everybody has been thinking about, which is one way or the other, Web3 will move on, crypto will move on. But now, if there is something that was supposed to happen, and for some reasons that thing didn't happen, there is uh there is a gap. It creates a gap within that system, or should I say within a system, and then that gap is going to alter the way things were supposed to be done. So now this is my own take. I feel if the rate cut did not happen this year, which is like the last window people are expecting it to, right, there is going to be this gap in the crypto space, and it's going to alter the 4 year cycle we used to experience. So it's going to alter that 4 year cycle. If it didn't alter, then we might see another bull run happening sooner than expected. You get? Now, when I say happening sooner than expected, now let's look at it this way, right? Rate cut was supposed to happen since March, or since last year. This is how me I see it. It was supposed to happen since last year. Yeah, because it do happen. If you look at history, rate cut do happen some few months, a month or two after Bitcoin halving, a month or two after Bitcoin halving. That is how it has been. But now we've seen Bitcoin halving happen April last year, right? And this is more like 1 year later, more than a year later, rate cut did not still happen. You get? So if it does happen, and then we now see altcoins flying, and yeah, we now see altcoin flying, that means we are going to see another cycle happening very soon. And if the next rate cut comes in early, we'll like see major, pumps within like a short window of, let's say, 2 years, and yeah, 2 years plus, and which is somehow still bullish. Now, talking about Web3, the whole Web3 market is not dependent on the rate cut, although it has a positive impact on the rate cut, will have a positive impact on the Web3 ecosystem, right? But then the Web3 space does not depend on rate cut. It does not depend on rate cut. Crypto itself as a system does not depend entirely on rate cut. But what is it called? Why rate cut is important is for the fact that more money will be in circulation. And you will agree with me that if more money is in circulation, and then people can get access to money with little, or yeah, with less rate, you get, with less interest rate, people will, try so many things. People will still be eager to take risky decisions. But now let's say, for instance, whereby if you want to borrow money from the bank, the money you will need to pay back is very, very high, right? You will definitely be careful with your kind of investment. And you will not be looking at crypto, to be honest. Most people will not be looking at crypto unless you are very certain, and then you know that your odds of winning is high. You get the point. I guess that is why we keep saying that rate cut is important. People will, play around with money, obviously, and that is where people now start making more risky decisions to make higher profits, and that is where crypto comes to play. And by the time we are now experiencing that, where people are willing to take risky decisions with lots of money, we'll now be seeing altcoin season coming in, and then everybody is bagging more asset, bagging more pie in. People will be buying more of other. People will be buying more of pie. People will be buying more of, altcoins that will favor me and you. It's not easy, but we bless God. It's not easy. So thank you for that contribution. We have MD on the mic. MD GM, how you doing? Mr. D, I said MD. Mr. D, what's up? Another thing is, if you request for the mic, I would like you to contribute. If you're not contributing, I will have to bring you down. Yeah, that is the way it is. MD, are you with us? Okay, MD is not here. So, see you later, MD. Our speaker is still logging. So, guys, let's go on a short musical break. We will be back shortly. man, I use my head and I off my data. Make I know we have swimming drunk and dive into Saba. Make I no compete with ritualists. The least where they my hand I blow me away like kata. So cut your coat according to your size. Come make I show you my pattern. If I don't get them, I go jump back. If I don't feel buy champagne, I go find my life. Oh no. Every other day now for believe. As you come out for your house, the only thing where you go there. No use your last card to remake. This update way I take if you don't be play. Before you go realize waiting they happen. I don't come. No, no, no. You don't go good if you log it us back. I don't come. Hey, you don't go know when you go log it. I don't come. Oh, you don't go good if you log it us back. I don't come. I say my brother, use your number 6. I make you don't lose God.
Correct
You
sound.
see my my mama tell me say anything will be competition, make I wash hand. Make I know they put in my eye when my hand, you know this, make I calm down. Make I know they do, when I don't get it compass. Hey, make I no go home, because I want to show, say, me I be the top class. No use your last card, they don't me. This update where I dey give you no delay. Before you go realize waiting this up, you don't log in. I don't come. You don't go good if you log in to start. I don't come. Hey, you don't go know when you go log in. I don't come. Oh, you don't go good if you log in to start. I don't come. So man, I use my head and I off my data. Make I know we have swimming drunk and dive into Saba. Make I no compete with ritualists. The least where they my hand I blow me away like kata. So cut your coat according to your size. Come make I show you my pattern. If I don't get them, I go jump back. If I don't feel buy champagne, I go find my life. Oh no. Every other day now for believe. As you come out for your house, the only thing where you go there. No use your last card to remake. This update way I take if you don't be play. Before you go realize waiting they happen. I don't come. No, no, no. So guys, we are back. Beach Utility, how you doing? Please go on. You have the mic now.
Okay, so real quick, I'm in gym, guys. Sorry if I didn't actually introduce myself the last time I spoke. I am basically the person behind, the account BTGT. And just real quick, an idea just actually came into my brains while the music were actually playing or something. Okay, so I would just really love to just talk about BTGT for about 30 seconds. Then I'll just share like the concept I actually thought about your topic. Okay, so is that allowed? Crypto nature? Can I just go ahead?
Yeah, go on, go.
Okay, so basically, BTGLT is actually like a crypto payment platform. It's like a crypto payment platform whereby you use cryptocurrency to actually pay for like IRR services. You understand what I mean? Like pay for bills. You use it to shop. You use it like basically we are available for over like 28,000 plus services right now. You understand? Okay, so more like but I think what actually stands out is that with any form of cryptocurrency you can actually be able to still use BTGDT. Let's say you have Solana, you have Ethereum, you have BTC, you have Doge, you have literally major form of cryptocurrencies. You can actually use them on BTGDT. It is actually multi-chainable. And of course, we actually have the Peacock NFTs, which actually gives you perks, in BTGDT, like, no transaction fees, having governance rights, getting updates before the normal community, and the rest of it. So yeah, I think that's just basically what beach utility is all about. And a concept came to my head while, like I said previously in the past, it is called OTC deals. I think a couple of us here have actually entered that already, or like off the counter deals, or probably on the counter deals, whichever way it actually goes. Okay, so yeah, I feel there is actually a way that rate cuts is actually happening already in Web3. You understand what I mean? Because rate cuts, literally lowers like the interest rates and the rest of it all. And in these off-the-counter deals, whereby projects actually, let's say they wanted to buy like this sort of big token, and the market cost could probably be like $1 million, and we can off the counter deal, they could probably get it for somewhere around 700 or 500. So I think one way or the other, it is already happening in Web3. I don't know if you get what I mean. I feel it could come into play, calling off the counter deals a sort of rate cut, because it actually, is like a reduction in percentage of prices, due to some certain reasons. Of course, it isn't available to everyone. And I think rate cut wouldn't necessarily be available to everyone, but I think it is getting implemented already. In my own case, I would love to know like your own, opinion on that subject matter, Crypto Nation. Thank you very much.
Yeah, before I get to share my own thoughts on that, I would like to ask. You said Beach Utility is available for 28,000 transactions or business whatever, and you also say you can literally trade with any coin or any token. That caught my attention. We are Piin armies. We are vibrant community driven token and project. How can we get our token to you know uh available on Beach Utility? That's number one, and so that our community members in Asia can get to use this to pay for real life services.
Okay, so I think when it comes to getting that, it's not gonna be something that's probably gonna be raffled or something. We haven't explicitly done it already because BTGDT itself isn't actually live. You understand? Like the platform itself isn't actually live. We're just trying to get some things in place 100%. But of course, the community is live. It's been around for I think the past 4 months already. The Peacock NFTs, the building is already live as well, but it isn't yet to be minted out. So I think what we can do, because I think this is like the right time. Like Pine is set at the right time. You understand what I mean? So yeah, what we can do is you can probably maybe the person in charge of collaborations could actually shoot us a DM. Then we could look at the future. Then actually make Pine probably be like an exchange currency on Peach Utility. So you understand what I mean? It's not. I don't think there's really criteria behind it. I think once the community wants it, maybe they host like a community pool, then everybody wants it, and then we're all about the community, so we just go for that massively. You understand what I mean? And it's not chain owned, so there's really no discrimination with us. Are you there? Hello, can you guys hear me? Was I rocking? That's crazy. I don't rock. I don't rock in spaces. Wait, please, if you can hear me, could you flash an emoji or something? I can't hear anymore.
Yo, man,
Okay.
you're interroging. Sorry, I had to put something on X. So yeah, about GM, we see CNC Dow joining us. I guess Nano is very occupied today. We see Dennis GM, how you doing, Mr. D? I don't want to bring you back up and then you just stay, you don't talk. If I should bring you back up now, you do have to contribute. So I see Fanny I'm in everywhere. Thank you all guys. I just dropped something on X. Do well to check it out. I'm gonna pin it now. So Mr. D, I send you an invite. Dennis, yeah, you have the mic. What's your thought on rate cut, man?
Hello, can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you, man.
Can I ask my question?
Okay, ask your question.
Okay. So my question is, do you have a local community for them to better understand your project? Thank you.
Yes, we do have a local community. We have a community on Telegram. Yeah, it's the general community, and within the general community, we have sub community for different languages for different people from different region. So most of our community members are from Asia. So where are you chatting us from? Destiny.
Can
Where
I
are you
another
chatting?
question?
Please go on.
Okay, so my question is, ambassador play a very important role in every project. Do you have an ambassador program?
Yes, currently we have an ambassador program. But before I tell you more about our ambassador program and how it's been run, I'd like you to know that Piin is a community-driven project, right? So we contribute to the ecosystem and then to the overall growth of Piin as a token, as a token due to the love we have for the community and curiosity to see it grow. So yeah, there is an ambassador community and it's open to everyone that is ready to contribute.
Can I one more question, sir?
Please feel free.
Okay, my simple question is, what's your mission and vision?
Okay, yeah. First of all, our mission is to make Pi-in accessible to everybody on the earth and beyond pioneers, right? So we also want it to be available. That's number one. Two, it is a token, a community-driven token that was created to bring fairness when it comes to meme coin, right? So we don't just preach okay buy an asset. No, it's a community whereby we are also working to, you know, give it a real world utility. So beyond just holding it and having it in your wallet, you actually use it for something you can see or something more real world like. You get the point. So yeah, that is our mission. And our vision is before 5 years from now, we should see multimillionaires from the Pi ecosystem, the community, and when Pi Network itself is fully open and accessible, whereby people can now, it's now on full mainnet, we can see Pi flying to new all-time highs. Right, yeah. Yeah. So Destiny, thank you, Dennis, for asking such questions. Like I said, our community is open. I can
Okay,
send you the
thank
links
you.
to join our Telegram,
Thank you very much.
and we look
Thank you.
forward to
Thank you.
having you. And also, just to say, if you want to be a Pain holder, you can get yourself a bag of Pain, download Phantom. I will send you the CA, or when you join our Telegram community, ask for the CA. Go to either Radium or Soulfair. Phantom, right? Go to either Jupiter or Radium and swap some USDC, Solana, or any token of your choice to Pi in, and let's fucking send it to the moon. So yeah, Abat, it's good to see you. I see a lot of people joining, lot of people joining. This is an open mic session, guys. You all do know that it's an open mic session. Feel free to come up, contribute, and ask your questions. So, Mr. D, how you doing? You have the mic, bro.
Okay, GM, Crypto Nature, GM Bits Utility 10, GM Dennis, GM Crypto, GM Burger, dot Spy. So I just have a question to ask before I can carry on. is this a space for like an AMA for the bit utility, or is it just like a discussion space for pin or the rate card?
Okay, this is a discussion space, bro. It's a discussion space. Feel free to hit us with your questions. And it is sponsored by Piin. So most of the people you've seen here are from the Piin community. But like I said, it's an open mic space. Everybody is free to contribute, share your thoughts on the topic at hand. Just ask Web3 related questions. Even if it is outside what we are talking about today, I will definitely provide answers. Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much, the host. So, the thing is, concerning the rate cut, and if it never happens, I don't know. You just pardon my background is a bit noisy because I'm outside, but I don't know if it's okay. You can just flash me 100 if the noise is not too much. Okay, thank you, Crypto Nature. So the thing is rate cut should will definitely happen, but let's just say the probability if it doesn't happen, that's in a situation where the rate cut doesn't happen this year. So the thing is first the 4 year bull run cycle will have to like change because I think that's what has been it's the rate cut that has been like contributing to the bull run cycle of all this while. And secondly, the thing is that the value of pine um in regards to the rate cuts, if it happens or not. The thing is the same effect the rate cuts will have on other crypto projects is the same effect it will have on the pine, unless there are actually some other um, mechanism or systems put in place that will actually determine the value of the pine. Because yeah, there are a few projects that doesn't really need the bull run to actually move, because they have other sources of liquidity and other sources that can actually determine the value of their coin. So yeah, like I said, if the rate cut doesn't happen this year, the bull run cycle will have to change, and the effort will still be the same as other projects, unless there are other maybe hidden measures that the Pine team can actually take to keep the price of their coin stable or to even push it higher. So thank you, Crypto Nature. You can have the mic.
Okay, thank you for sharing your thoughts on that. Thank you for sharing your thoughts. They are talking about other mechanisms, right? So let's talk a little bit about the value of Piin and why I feel Piin will outperform most tokens, most community driven token, most meme coin token. Now this is my why. Like I said, it's an open mic session. Feel free to share your thoughts and contribution as well. So my why starts with, first of all, Piin is deployed on what? On the BRC network, the Bitcoin network itself. Yes, Piin is deployed on the Bitcoin network. And now you can trade Piin on the Solana network. It has been bridged to Solana. And with time when Pi network launch, because that is the great, or should I say, the most relevant catalyst that we in the Piin ecosystem are currently waiting for. Now, now let's look at the network of the Pi network. Let's look at the community strength of the Pi network itself. Let's start from there. Now, Pi network as a token has been building from since 2019, right? Now, since 2019 till date, it has over 60 million community members. Now, it doesn't just have over 60 million community members, it has 60 million of liquid community members. I want you all to get that picture straight. It has what? 60 million of liquid community members. And when we are talking about liquid, we are not just talking about water or anything liquid. We are talking about community members that has something of value to trade with for something. So yeah, community members that have the money to buy into an asset. So it is a liquid community, right? Now, most of this community will want to know what it feels to trade their Pi token, which is the native token of the Pi network blockchain, right? To a meme token or to a different asset that is still relevant or that has the Pi network narrative and energy. You get the point. Now, and that is where Piin will definitely come to light. Piin is the first community driven token that has the Pi network story behind it. the existence of Piin is as a result of the existence of Pi Network. So the whole narrative that gives birth to Piin is a narrative that comes from the Pi Network ecosystem. So now let's take for instance, these are just this is me thinking out, right? And this is my wise, like I said, right? Now we have 60 million plus Pi Network holders. Now let's just say 10% of that, and this 60 million is still growing. Currently, Pi Network price today is around 0.41. 0.41, right? Now, this out of 60 million, let's take for instance, just about 10% of that number will decide to invest in Pi. Now, 10% of that number, which is 60 million, is around 6 million. Now, let's look at 60 million wallets trading or transacting their Pi Network to Pi token. Just calculate the insane volume that will be coming into the Pi token. Now, let's work with this number, the current price of Pi today, which is 0.4. Now let's say for every person coming to trade out of that 6 million, decide to just say, okay, you know what? I don't have much Pi, or out of the Pi I have, I just want to trade like, let's say 50 or thereabouts. Let's say 50, or let's bring it down, making it more realistically. Let's say 30. Now we have 0.4. That's today's value for Pi Network. You multiply it by 30, that's just $12, right? Now $12. Now you now multiply it. Let's say we have 6 million people that are bringing $12, only just $12 into the Pi Network, the Pi ecosystem. That is 72 million already. So with just 6 million people trading in just $12 into the Piin token, right? As a community driven project, we will be up, our market cap will be up by more than 10,000%, right? Current market cap is around 200,000, yeah, around 200,000, 300,000. That's how it has been ranging within that range. And then we just wake up one morning to see 72 million as our market cap. So your with as little as your $10 investment, you will definitely know where you are standing or where your profit is sitting at. You get the point. Let's say something happened. The Piin community was unable to convert 10% of pioneers. And like I tell you, these numbers can be more. This number can be more. Because current now, go and check, there is no community driven token that is topping the chart and then is still existing, doing well like Piin. And when people want to buy into an asset, there are things they look out and then they consider. How long has this project been existing? That's number one, right? What was its initial market cap during the worst period in the market, right? What was its all-time low? You get the point. How is it distributed? You get which wallet is holding the large portion of this asset, how accessible it is. Now the Pi core team, or should I say the Pi community understood the importance of accessibility when it comes to um how a project will do well, right? How accessible it is also determine if a project is going to do well or not. That is why they now check, okay, which network is cheap, fast, and secure. And then literally everybody is using it. Then guess what? Solana. Then they now decide to bridge from BRC20 to Solana. Now they are having the security that comes with the Bitcoin network. Now they are now having both the speed and then the cheap gas fee that comes with what? With Solana chain as well. And when the time comes, they will also be having the crazy radical liquid community that comes with Pi network. So these are my whys, and this is what I am super bullish on. These things may not happen this year, it may happen next year, but these are the three major catalysts that if it happens and it plays out well, we should definitely be sitting on crazy profit. So like I said, discussing the value of Piin is a community driven token that is very valuable. Another thing, like I said, how is the token distributed? Now, Piin has exact circulating supply with the native coin of the Pi network ecosystem. Piin has 100 billion. Piin is 100 billion. That means it is not even up to 1 trillion. It is way less than Shiba Inu. It is way less than Bonk, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it is way less than Bonk and the likes of other. It is way less than Pepe and the likes of other projects that have done wonders over the past few years, right? And so to tell you that Piin has all it takes to fly to a greater height. Piin has all it takes to fly to a greater height. So, Mr. D, your hands are up. You have the mic.
Okay, sorry, yeah, listening to everything you said, this actually sounds like a token that would actually perform for the long term. So I don't know if you said something about total supply, but I didn't get the part where you said anything about total supply. So what's the total supply of this Piin, and what's the circulating supply at the moment?
Okay, the total supply is 100 billion. I said that before asking you to speak. The circulating supply, I guess, is just 20 billion. 20 billion. And this is why it is so. Now, most of the uncirculating token that are not available in the market are not yet minted. Now, this is the reason. The Piin community create a mechanism whereby it allows tokens to be minted given the demand available. You get, so that we don't have a large number of tokens and then the demand is low. So with that mechanism, it creates more like a sense of balance between the price. You get the price value, it balances it. It creates a sense of balance. So it's the circulating supply is 10 to 20% of what the total supply will be.
Okay, so these tokens, that's like the 80% of the token, because you said the total supply is 100 billion. So the 80%, which is 80 billion, will it ever get minted, or is there a factor that can determine if it will ever get minted or not?
Yes, there is a factor that will determine if it never gets minted. Now, like I said, they don't just mint the network does not just mint the token. It mints the token based on the demand available in order to create a sense of balance in the price. You get, so we won't be seeing more token minted if there is not much demand for that token. So you get, it creates that sense of balance. So the more the just like okay, the mechanisms of mining, right? But in this scenario, the demand is what makes the token to be minted or not. I hope that's answer your question. Okay, yeah, thank you. So guys, feel free to request for the mic. Today's space is going to be short. We're just going to keep it in an hour and we just have to log it. So guys, like I said, we have our community. Do well to check it out. Check the Jumbotron by pin something. And let me tag the official account so that you can join our Telegram community, ask your questions, ask for directions. If you need guidance, just ask. Uh, get yourself a back to do your own research, and be part of the Piin army. Be a holder today, and you'll be glad you did. So check the Jumbo Shop. I'm just pinning it up now. I just pinned the community. So from our official handle, you can just join our Telegram ASAP. So guys, let's retweet this space. We have 316 people listening, but let's do well. Let's retweet the space. And if you want to know more about Piin, you can easily go to your Piin. So currently now I'm looking at Piin token on desk screener, and our market cap is sitting at $266,000. Liquidity is 26k, our trading volume is 600. And then how long has Piin been existing? How long has Piin? Piin has been existing for a year and 1 month. 1 year, 1 month, 18 days. Yeah, 1 year, 1 month, 18 days. So you can basically get all this information yourself by scanning your desk screener. And you will see a warning telling you that Piin is mintable. Yes, it is mintable because not all the circulating supply is in supply, and our asset cannot be freezable. It is not freezable. You go there, you see it. So if you look at the about of Piin, it says the community token of the Bitcoin and Solana chain working to initiate a grassroots social movement. You get the point. So here are some of our key features within the Piin community. Dual chain availability, which is both Solana and then the Bitcoin chain, enabling users to interact with the token on either network. So, like I said, dual availability. Cross-chain seamlessly. User can effortlessly cross Piin tokens between the Solana and then the network, enhancing flexibility and usability. Sweet. Dynamic supply on Solana. The total supply of Piin on the Solana network is dynamic and adjusted based on the volume of tokens transferred to and through the Bitcoin network. Exactly what I said, giving the answers to what Mr. D asks, right? This feature ensures that the supply on Solana is directly influenced by cross-chain activity. Minting functionality. The minting function of Piin on the Solana network incorporates its unique cross-chain characteristics. This mint function allows the creation of new tokens with the total supply dynamically adjusting as tokens move between the two networks. This design ensures that Piin remains versatile and adaptable, catering for the needs of community that values cross-chain interoperability and dynamic token supply management. This is interesting. This is interesting. So you can go see the chart, see what the chart is showing. But as at today, currently, the time of this space, Piin is down with minus 2.14%, minus 2.1%, and it keeps going up and down. We can see the chart. Some people are buying, some people are dumping. That is the market. So far, so good. We are seeing more buys than the dump. 22 hours ago, somebody just bought for $15. Somebody just bought for less than 5 cents. That's crazy. Somebody just bought for $51. Somebody just bought for $1. And somebody just sold $90 worth of Piin. That was 11 hours ago. 11 hours ago, somebody bought $15 worth of Piin, and so on and so forth. 8 hours ago, somebody bought $54 worth of Piin. 8 hours ago, again, somebody just sold $1 worth of Piin. So you see, with no much noise and hype, people are still trading Piin. So just stay jiggy and stay tuned when the main pump is definitely going to come. So let's go through the top traders, with the top holders, and then traders that are holding Piin currently. Okay, we have this wallet with 5 transactions, 53.5 million token. We have this wallet with 14.2 million with 11 transactions worth $230. And we have $447 with number of tokens, right? 28.8 million pieces in just 8 transactions. In just 8 transactions. That's massive. Currently, as of the time of this space, we have 15,717 holders. The number of holders we have so far is 15,707. That's massive. So I'll allow Mr. D to ask his question before I proceed.
Okay, thank you, Crypto Nature, once again. So I just want to ask at the moment, is there a staking system, like a system that grants users who stake Piin to actually generate yield, or will it be introduced later? Because the truth is as a token that is interested in long-term value, I think a staking mechanism will help bring in the holders, because what most holders are actually after are the yields that come from holding their tokens, because nobody will actually buy the idea of just keeping a token in the wallet, and after a long period of time you won't actually get anything. So is there like a staking system that is attached to this buying, or will it be introduced later on?
Thank you for that question. Currently, as of today, we don't have such, but I believe it's something that will be introduced later. Yeah, given the longevity plan of the token itself. Yeah, definitely we introduce that. Definitely introduce that. Thank you for asking. And the team are here, they are hearing as well. So definitely they will look into that. So yeah. We have 151 wallets creating liquidity for the token itself as well. I can't see top holders, but definitely see top traders. Let's check the top holders, the top 10 holders. Key value. Okay, guys, I guess this is where we draw the curtain. Please, if you have a question, do well to ask. If you have any contribution, do well to request for the mic. This is an open mic space, like I said. We do this every Friday at exactly 11 a.m. West African time. So stay tuned. Make sure you follow all the speakers. Turn on my post notifications so that when next we are having a space like this, you will be aware and you definitely come and learn and as we share alphas together. So thank you all guys for your time. Thank you all for staying tuned. See you all. See you all next week and voila. Bye bye. Hey, you know go know when you go love it. You know go you should love it just like I don't. I say my brother, use your number make you don't lose your. So guys, bye bye.